For the record, for the record, for the record, for the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake guys will dice.
So most likely you've been playing Bonelab, or you're probably getting ready to pick it up. It's a pretty popular game. The hype was unreal for this game coming out, and most people either love the game or hate the game. More on that probably in a later video. If you're just hopping into Bonelab and you want to know a little bit more about how to get into the actual story of the game starts out with some story and you have to progress through this part of the story to get to the hub area. Once you get to the hub area, this is where a lot of people are like, what the heck, is the game over? Is it just a big sandbox now? Which me, myself, I was actually in that same boat when I got there. So there's two ways from this area that you can essentially get into the campaign. I think the intended way to do this is you have to go to the crane area and you have to get all the little orbs into the spots they need to go on the sides there. To do this, you're going to want to grab the two yellow batteries there on the side and put them into the generator to get the thing powered on. Once the thing is powered on, you're going to see some lines and stuff on the grid of where things need to go, and you see the little things on the sides, that's where the orbs need to go to. Now to get the orbs, you actually have to go into 6 different doors, so all 6 of the sandbox kind of areas. You don't actually have to go in there and play anything. All you have to do is go in there and then hit the hub button on the wall to go back to the hub. Now, I think this is intended to actually go in there and play around with a bunch of the sandbox physics stuff, but you can always do that at a later date. You know, once you get through the campaign or something, I would prefer to play around with that stuff afterwards, but that's just me. So you need to go into each one. Once you do that, you come back out, you'll see a yellow beam of light going up in the sky. That means you're good on that one. Go to the next door. Now, once you get through all 6 of these areas, entering and then leaving, you go back to the crane area, and this is where you're going to have to pick up the little orbs and then drop them off on the tubes on the side. As you can see, there are yellow ones and blue ones. You don't actually have to do all of them right now to unlock the campaign area, but while you're here, you might as well drop off all 6 the area they need to be. You use the 2 joysticks. The one on the right moves it around, the one on the left picks the crane up and down. Now you're actually controlling the big crane that is overhead, so you can actually see the crane moving overhead, picking up these things and dropping them off onto the 3 tubes beside you on your right and left side. So on the right side is what is actually going to unlock the campaign area. On the blue side is actually going to unlock the Boneworks area. So later on in the game, on one of the levels, you actually get a key where you can bring back and put that key into the slot there on that crane mechanism to open up that Boneworks door. But for right now, we're just worried about getting into the campaign, so just go ahead and do all this. Once you do that, you're going to be able to walk through the big area on your right hand side, and that is actually going to get you into the campaign area, and that's what's going to start the campaign. Now hold on a second, because this isn't the only way you can do it. This is actually the more complicated way. I still recommend doing it this way so you have that option, but if you just go to the main screen in the hub area, so if you see the info at the top and you click to the right and go to game, all of these files down through here are going to be different levels essentially that you can go into the game. You don't even have to start at the very beginning. You can kind of hop around and play through. It's kind of a weird way they did things, but those are the 2 options to get into the campaign and actually play the game. Let me know what you guys think of Bonelab. What is your impression so far? Is it something you love it or you hate it? I know it's a very big mixture, reading through all kinds of stuff online. People either love the game or they hate the game. I'm kind of in the middle, and I'll talk about that some later. Catch you all in the next one. Later.